in case of anti-infective therapy. We can have control over bacteria and protozoa, but till now we don't have any control over few kind of retrovirus and other viruses. Now in rainy seasons, dengue is pandemic, which is a viral fever. Okay, come to our point. Dear friends, see, this is the typical structure of a virus which contains the core protein, which is known as capsid, a envelope of lipoproteins may be present. You can see the screen, the diagram also. Then see the next virus structures, which consist of surface proteins outside, nucleocapsid inside the capsid core, the nucleic acid, the red mark which you have seen, it is nucleic acid, the grey mark which is known as a lipid layer, then membrane and matrix protein. See the presentation seen in the screen, that is the typical structure of a virus. Then come to the structures of host cell attachment to the virus while it attached to the host cells, uncoating of virus and entry of virus nucleic acid into the host cells. You can see it from the diagram very clearly. Then see the controls of DNA, RNA and protein productions, ribosome and mRNA from the slides. Come to the antiviral drug. What is antiviral drug? You know it. It is a drug which can destroy or which can stop the replications of a virus. Virus is an ultra microscopic infectious parasites, consists of a core of genome of nucleic acids, either RNA or DNA, not both, contained in a protein cells capsids, which in many virus is also surrounded by a lipoproteins membrane called envelope. The whole structures genome plus capsid envelope consists of a viron. You can see the antiviral drug here. A virus is active only when it is within the host cell. That's why it is called biological causes. Means outside the host cell it has no activity. Inside the host cell it has very destructive activity. Hence viruses are called obligate parasites. Then antiviral drugs. Okay, virus outside the host cells is inert as it cannot replicate independently. They have to use energy generated RNA or DNA replicating and protein synthesizing machinery of the host cells for their growth. They not only replicate in the cell but direct them to make new viral particles. Then classifications of the virus. Broadly it is classified into two types, that is DNA virus and RNA virus. So come to the DNA virus. DNA virus are typed as adenovirus, hepatinovirus, herpes virus, papilloma virus, pox virus, paraviruses. Okay, then come to the next point, that is RNA virus. RNA viruses, arboviruses, adenoviruses, bunaviruses, coronaviruses, the most common and most popular coronaviruses group, and influenza viruses, paramyxoviruses, picornaviruses, rhabdoviruses, retroviruses, most dangerous viruses, and toga particles. So see in your screen, it has been highlighted different nomenclatures of antiretroviral drug, the generic name, other name and trade name. In generic name, anti-herpes virus agent, anti-influenza virus agent, antiviral agent, antiretroviral agent and other type of agents. Come to the classification clearly, that is DNA polymerase inhibitor. Means these viruses are antiviral agents are classified according to their mechanism of action. DNA polymerase inhibitor means these are the drugs which inhibit or which antagonize DNA polymerase enzymes, which is helpful for viral replications. And purine analogs, acyclovir, valacyclovir, ganciclovir, valanciovir, famiclovir, penciclovir, these are the drugs. Then next drugs are pyrimidine analogs as per the chemical structure. Edoxuridine, the main important drug. Foscarnet. Then another drug, mRNA synthesis inhibitor, means messenger RNA synthesis inhibitor. Messenger RNA is participate in viral fragment replications. When this RNA synthesis is stopped, then the virus replication is stopped and managed. The drug of the name is fomivicin and ribavirin. Then come to other classification, which is known as inhibitors of viral penetration and uncoating. Means when virus start penetrating the host cell, means start attached to the host cell, the following drugs are prevented. Okay, the drugs names are amantadine, rimantadine, docosanols, these drugs. Then comes to next drug, these are neuroamidase inhibitor. Neuroamidase means it inhibits viral neuroamidase. The drug name is zanamivir, oseltamivir. These are the main drugs. Then another groups of drugs which is known as immunomodulators, because the entry and growth of a virus always associated with immunodefective activity. So it necessary to modulate our immune system during a viral attack or viral pathogenesis. The drugs are interferons and imiquinomodes. Other drugs are there which is highlighted in the screens. Then come to other groups of drug which is known as purine or pyrimidine analogs. Many antiviral drugs are prodrugs. Under this group, they must be phosphorylated by viral or cellular enzymes. Then comes to current antiviral agent which do not eliminate non-replicating or latent virus. Clinically efficacy depend on achieving inhibitory concentration at the site of infection within the infected cell. Then come to stages of viral replication. What are the stages of viral replication? How it increases magnitude? First is cell entry, attachment penetration, then is uncoating, then is transcriptions of viral genome, then translations, then assembly of viral components, then release. So these steps are being blocked by our classical antiviral drug. So this is very much important in virus therapy. See, this is the schematic diagram as per the mechanism of actions. Let me to show it on the screen. That is the diagram. See, in upper portion there is blockade by influenza HIV, there is blockade by amantadine, there is blockade by fomivicin, and there is inhibitors of nucleic acid synthesis by blockade by purine pyrimidine analogs. Purine pyrimidine analogs, they are inhibiting nucleic acid synthesis, then blockade by rifampin, then blockade by protease inhibitor. Protease inhibitor, they target late protein synthesis and processing, because when protein synthesis is being blocked, then the virus is slowly decoded or its orientation is destroyed. So these are the different target sites of a virus to which our classical antiviral drug target. Then comes to the most important point, that is antiviral chemotherapy and prophylaxis. No doubt, when a virus is entry to a host, definitely therapy is necessary as per the stages of the virus, as per the replications of the speed of the virus, as per the magnitude of virus, but simultaneously it needs a prophylaxis. How you prevent? Okay, that is many times clinically necessary, particularly for medical and paramedical personnel, because when they are treating a virus in a tertiary hospital, or when they are doing their activity in a virus pandemic area, it is necessary for their safety. Okay, effective resistance ability to block entry into the axis form of cells to be active within axis actions of several stages. Then see antiviral agents in a schematic diagram seen in your screen, that is drugs for herbs, acyclovir, main drug. drugs for HBV and HCV, hepatitis B virus and hepatitis C virus, and drugs for influenza virus. The most popular drug is amantadine, and the drugs for the historical problem HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, lots of therapies there, which is known as HAT, highly active antiretroviral therapy. Okay, then fusion inhibitor, protease inhibitor. Fusion inhibitor prevents its fusion, and protease inhibitor protects by inhibiting late stage of protein synthesis. Then reverse transcriptase inhibitor, nucleosides and non-nucleosides reverse transcriptase inhibitor. Broadly they are classified. So these are the drugs which we have discussed for different kind of virus infections. These are the outlines of virus infection or basic fundamental drugs used in virus. But thing is that till now, if a virus is breakdown in a particular area, it is very difficult to control, and it becomes the medical headache till now. In last 3 years, we have seen the destructive activity of COVID-19, coronavirus. Okay, so virus become more and more complicated after they getting mutated. So everyone must know the fundamentals of virus breakdown, and as far as possible, they take steps by taking the advice of medical and paramedical personnel how to prevent them and their prophylaxis steps. Thanks a lot.